Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to WoW Classic Vanilla and our hardcore Shaman run here on the Bloodsail Buccaneers server. Welcome everybody, hope you're all doing well. Thank you for clicking on the video and choosing to spend some of your time here with me. I really do appreciate that. Today we are headed into the Barrens. Yeah, we're gonna go to the Crossroads. I could hearth out of here. Could save a little bit of a run. Let's go ahead and do that. That'll get us down to Razor Hill. And then we are just legging it to the Crossroads from there, basically. I think we have to make a stop along the way for a breadcrumb quest. But besides that, we're just running. If I take a look at our bags, they're in reasonably good shape. Do some reorging here. And that should actually be okay. I find it really interesting that in the spirit of RP and hardcore, like, the channels don't get used. Sometimes I don't go into my immersion tab. I forget to go over there, but it doesn't matter because no one's really talking. Every once in a great while, someone will say something in general, but I don't usually see a reply. I'm sure if there is a reply, somebody whispers that person. I guess there are probably also, like, roleplay rules, right? Like, if you're someone who is doing the RP experience, whether you're doing a hardcore RP experience or whether every RP experience is hardcore, I really don't know. I don't do any online roleplay. I dabbled in Dungeons & Dragons back in the day, and in my teens I LARPed. Did some Vampire Masquerade stuff. But I just never really had a static group of people whose lives were orderly enough to allow for consecutive regular sessions. And by the time people's lives were like that, I had kind of moved on from some of those things and was really busy with other stuff. So I never really got to do a lot of roleplay. Except as a kid. It's something that interests me. I just don't know that I have the right mental alignment to let myself actually roleplay a character. I could probably Dungeon Master. I like the idea of, like, leading a campaign and presenting challenges to players and weaving the narrative. I think I could do. But I don't know if I could actually roleplay. But it is a side of World of Warcraft that really interests me, because it does have a really big community. And I'm always curious as to, like, what the rules are for the tools in the game that you're allowed to use and not use, like whispers / say. Obviously nobody's using the general or trade chats. I guess I just like the way that rules can be imposed on an existing game to completely change the gameplay experience. Like self-imposed rules. Nero wants the demon seed destroyed, does he? Strange. Wait, why would that be strange? Very well, if he wishes the seed gone, then I will tell you how to remove it. The demon seed is a powerful tool for the Burning Legion. It rests in a cave on Dreadmist Peak above a demonic altar of fire. I have prepared power stones that when placed near the seed will disrupt its connection to the Legion. Take a stone from the table and bring it to the altar of fire atop Dreadmist Peak. Travel west, then north when the road forks. The peak will be to your left. I'm not... Travel... Oh god, back it up. I think I know where this is. The safest climb to the top is on the northern face. Farewell. I think it's, like, over here. Take a stone from the table, Rambles. You will need it for your quest. I'm glad I saw that, because I definitely would not have taken a stone. These stones are infused with magical energy, but purposely flawed. They are very unstable, and once removed from the table, they will consume themselves quickly. Oh. Oh no. 30 minutes. We are gonna have to prioritize this. I think if we want to do this, we just prioritize it. Let's head to the Crossroads and we will bind. We'll bind at the inn. We won't pick any quest up yet. We'll go find this place and do this really quick. And by really quick, I mean within the 30 minutes, hopefully. We'll probably do some skinning along the way. 30 minutes is a long time. We really just have to get like right over here somewhere. Pretty convinced that's where it's at. I think I've climbed up there before, but I'm not sure if we've ever done this quest chain to completion. Oh man, it's gonna be nice to be in the Barrens, isn't it? Oh, the Barrens are gonna get so cozy, guys. I'm really looking forward to spending some time in the Barrens. I'm going to try to play this character at different times of day as well. Yesterday we played later in the evening, and I really enjoyed the sunset light, the later afternoon skybox that was getting into sunset. I really enjoy seeing the game in different lighting, and it's really a shame there's not an in-game, just an in-game time progression, kind of like Final Fantasy, where I think it's every half hour is a full day. So time passes, like, within the game world. I kind of like that, because the way that WoW does it is interesting. But then again, if you're a person who only can ever play during the day, then you ever only see that lighting. And if you're a person that can only ever play at night, then you only ever see the game at night. And if you have an in-game clock, then it lets people experience every single lighting situation that you've crafted for them. And I think that's better. Let's use some abilities here. Let's press some of our buttons, shall we? I feel like it's probably a good time to start doing that. Yeah, we probably should head down and set the Hearthstone. I think this is the peak, though. Doesn't this look like the peak? And they said the fastest way to get there was from the north face. Maybe we just do this. We're going to have to run back to this guy and turn it in anyway, so... Going down to Crossroads right now isn't really going to be purposeful, simply because, you know, our Hearthstone is on cooldown. I don't think there are any quests in this tower, though I've always thought that there should be. Maybe this isn't Dreadmist Peak. What other peak could it be? So if it's not this peak, there's Crossroads. This one doesn't seem high enough, and I'm also not really seeing a way up. I don't think... Oh, hi, hello. Getting attacked by random cats. That's exactly what would happen in real life. Maybe we can get up here from way over this way. I just don't think that this is the peak now. And I don't think that's it either. Although... there is... we need to stop running through all the bushes. The bushes are full of cats. The bushes are full of cats. It would suck to die to a random cat. Yeah, that would not be great. Hey, look at that. A perfect time to level because, wouldn't you know it, we've attracted another kitty cat. Anybody else? Hmm? Now, there is something up there, okay? There is something up here on top of this peak, and I kind of want to know what it is. I don't know that we're going to be able to get up this way, though. This would not be the north side of this peak. This would be the southeastern side of this peak. But it looks like this is going to be an okay way up. We can also see the top of the other peak, which definitely does not seem to have any structures on it whatsoever. And I think we're looking for like a little encampment of guys. I don't think they're here either. This is an interesting... mountain, though. Maybe they are here. I see a little pool of greenish water up on the minimap. Yeah, here we go. This is it. Alright, well yeah, I'm glad we found it. I thought it was a little bit further south for some reason. It's incredibly, incredibly murky up here. These guys are level 13. That's a little bit intimidating. Alright, let's try to find a careful way up. I'm assuming there are going to be cultists. In fact, I know that there are going to be cultists. So, let's start keeping our eyes open for said cultist. Yep, here we go. So, what is it that we need to do exactly? There's a demon seed. Climb to the top. Okay. I don't know if maybe we're trying to get up here, or if we're trying to go in this cave. Oh snap. Okay. Let's stay down here. Oh no. Okay, he's a caster, but we drew him in. We're good there. Let's refresh our weapon. Let's eat and drink here for a second. I don't see anything up here that we could possibly do. There's no demon seed up here. Perhaps it is going to be something in this cave. Okay, this is fine. Let's do this. Stoneclaw Totem, man. Stoneclaw Totem makes this class so overpowered for leveling. It's a crowd control, but it's a reactive crowd control that can hold multiple enemies. It doesn't always, but as we just saw, it can hold multiple enemies for a second. And yeah, in my opinion, it's really overpowered and amazing, and I love it. This looks like the Altar of Fire. Yeah, I've never... Ooh, snap. I've never been in here. I've never been into this little cave, so it's pretty exciting. And I think we have more than enough time on our little power stone here. We have 21 minutes left. So we definitely don't have to rush. I want to clear my way out here a little bit. There are a lot of guys up here. I think we'll be fine to escape this way. Take out this last acolyte here. Hope this is line of sight. It is. Curse of Agony, damage over time. There we go, disruption. And there we go, we destroyed the demon seed. This is the first time that I've ever successfully destroyed... Oh, that was a cool little effect. And the fire stops. Hey, that's really amazing. For classic, the fact that this changed at all because of what we did is kind of crazy. So, I'm happy with that. That was a lot of fun. Okay, so that, my friends, is the Dreadmist Peak. It's obviously a highly dangerous area. But we were pretty careful. Here's the actual pathway that they want us to take. I don't particularly want to do that. Mainly because of how many enemies are there. So we are going to try to find a slightly different way around and down the southern side of the mountain. Or the eastern side would be okay. Deposit us right down near the road, maybe. We do need to find a semi-safe way down, though. I don't want to fall to death. That would be pretty embarrassing at this point. Here we go. This looks good. So this turns into who? Return to Axeloth. So we have to go back out to the guy over here. Yeah, that's fine. Strider meat. Yeah, we're gonna probably get a recipe for strider meat. We need to look for that quest when we're in the Crossroads, because we're gonna have a lot of strider meat, and we need to make sure that we're keeping the strider meat that we're getting now. This is gonna be our path to future skill ups with cooking, I think. The music here has been a little weird today. There it goes. It's kicking back up. Let's see. Yeah, I have loop music on. Feels kind of empty here today. I wonder how many people are in the Barrens right now. Not as many people in the Barrens as we saw in Durotar. I wonder if that's just attrition. I wonder if that's just attrition of the hardcore mode, where just lots of people are trying. Not everybody's making it to the Barrens. We did see a lot of dead bodies when we were in Durotar, especially in southern Durotar. I think in the Centaur area we saw a bunch of dead bodies. Maybe a place that people go to die early on. I'm curious if you guys are doing hardcore runs. I'd love to see the level that you die, And either the quest name or the area. Maybe quest name and zone. That would be really interesting. I'm curious as to what kills people. Whether it's just random, whether it's like, whether a specific area would have a higher heat map of deaths. I'd love to see the death heat map of zones on this server over a period of time. Knowing that people are doing hardcore runs and trying not to die, I'd love to see the death heat map of like, just the hot spots where most players die. I think that kind of data is really interesting, but I could be a little bit dorky in that regard. Your task is complete. You have destroyed the demon seed as Nero bid, but this is not the end. The destruction of the demon seed sent waves of power through the ether? Waves of staggering force. I felt them, and I am sure other beings did as well. Others who will wonder why their toy was broken. But regardless of the future troubles, I have something for you. Nero sent it as payment, and he bid me to, I wouldn't wear this if I were you. We can't wear it, but nobody should. Victory. That's it. That's the end of that chain, guys. That's actually awesome. I was worried it was going to send us back to Nero, which would have been... Well, I guess we would have just waited for the flight point at that point. Alright, well that feels good to have that done. What I want to do now is I want to look in this area here, south of the road. I want to see if we can find the quillbore we need to drop the fire tar. Pretty sure it's specified. You can find them... Oh wait, that's not what we wanted. Here we go. Usually carried by Razormane spellcasters. So any of the Razormane who cast spells, I guess. And there's a Razormane right up on this hill. And if we do this over here, we can run back to the secret passage over in Durtar and get it turned in. I don't know if we have to come back and visit our buddy in his little shack. Or not, but either way, we'll be able to get the fire totem here. You are not aggressive. Okay, perfect. Yeah, there's got to be some casters up here, so let's go have a look. Wonder if we can get up over here. So the Geomancers should qualify as casters. That being said, they're level 14 and we get sent to kill them later on for like a different quest. So it makes it kind of unfortunate to double up, but whatever, it's more kill experience in the end. I'd really like to get the fire totem. Yeah, I was gonna say, these guys are gonna run. So I either need to be ready to... Oh, okay, yeah, we'll just take it on the first drop, yep. We don't need to formulate any plans for how to deal with these guys because we are done with that one for now. I was gonna say we needed to be ready to drop our Earthbind totem or shock them dead, but you know, we will worry about that when we have to fight them later. That's a level 15 raptor. I really don't want to fight him. We could, but it might be a tough fight. Nothing else around that could aggro us. Scorpions. We need scorpions. I remember that if we have a choice between boars and scorpions, we go with scorpions because we can use the stingers for our cooking. It's really great how when you work on a lot of professions, nothing is useless. Like, killing something is useful. We can skin it, we can get ingredients off of it. And yeah, that only really happens when you take professions. Otherwise, you feel bothered sometimes when you have to clear an enemy. You don't do a lot of farming, so you miss out on a bunch of kill experience when you don't do professions. I was a person that didn't do professions for most of my career with WoW. There were a couple of characters. If I had a raiding character, he usually had professions, and that was it. My paladin is an alchemist and an herbalist, and he's been an alchemist and an herbalist since Wrath of the Lich King, and that's all he's ever done. And I don't remember even grinding it up. I must have just did it in like some weird blackout state, because I just remember taking a couple of days and grinding up the herbalism. It was a rough time. I remember finally getting into Northrend, knowing that the journey was coming to an end, that my herbalism would soon be maxed out. And that was it. That was the only time I ever did professions. But now that I'm doing them pretty consistently, I see how much they add to the game experience. It's like when they design a game, they design it holistically, and to me that means that they assume that they design the game for a player who's going to engage with all aspects of it, or at least that's how they should design a game. And I feel like they did that back in vanilla and then less so over time. Here we go. These will do nicely. Fire is more than chaos and destruction. Do well to remember that. It is also about life and creation. All things are tied together in such a way. Forces oppose one another, but at the same time, one cannot exist without the other. Both extinguish one another, but also give one another meaning. Using different types of magic in conjunction with one another will show not only true skill, but great wisdom. Okay. The Fire Sapta is finished. The time has come for you to face the flame. Use the Sapta at the shrine and head to the top of the mountain to face the manifestation there. He will not attack until you are ready, but he will realize you are able to see him. Strike him down swiftly, Rambles, for he shall only grow in power the longer you take to slay him. Once he is defeated, place his glowing embers within the brazier and light the torch. See ya later. So we need to take the Sapta. Oh, we need to be closer. Drink the Sapta. Head up the mountain. Oh, there's only one that's targetable. I thought we were gonna have to fight all of them. That got me a little worried. I'm assuming Fire Shock is not gonna do anything to this guy. That's kind of gonna be my working assumption. This is vanilla, so a lot of times a fire elemental, watch, immune. Fire elementals will be immune to fire, lightning elementals will be immune to lightning. You guys get the picture. Glowing ember. Okay, now we click on the brazier. The brazier stands about a third of your height and looks normal, save for the inscriptions along its smooth metal rails. The metal shows no signs of wear from the weather, and the bowl seated at the top of it feels cool to the touch. Robert speaks, take 2. A white-hot flame ignites within the bowl as you place the embers within it. You can feel the magical effects of the Sapta coursing through your body, and the fire dances rhythmically before you. You place the top of the torch within the basin, and it immediately catches on fire. Torch firmly in hand, you turn away from the brazier and look out over Durotar. You feel an excitement tugging at your spirit as the wind picks up and forces the flame to dance violently. You start off down the path back to the Barrens in search of Cranal Fis. This is my favorite quest in the game. It has so much beautiful character narration of what your character is doing, even though you are controlling your character and your character isn't doing any of that stuff. I find it very poetic, and I think that the person who wrote that is awesome. So yeah, that's it. We do need to go back to the Barrens and find the guy in his little hut, it turns out. Can we jump down safely here? Maybe. Yes, we do have a little shortcut. Alright, so that's good. That's done. I'm going to be happy to have our fire totem and have a little bit of extra DPS in our back pocket for when we need it. And hey, I'm happy to have lived long enough to get the fire totem. That's another thing. I wonder if this raptor is going to attack us. It looks like he's cool. Yeah, he's fine. I almost walked right into that one, actually. Alright, let's cross over near here. It looks sort of clear. See if we aggro any of these crocolisk. Now this guy's house, it was a little bit back away from the road, I think. I don't remember if it was back here, possibly. Maybe if we come down here past the mountains, we should be able to see it. Off in the distance. I remember it looking almost too far away to be what we were looking for, but it was what we were looking for. Yeah, there we go. That's the building up ahead. That's right, these are the fleeting plane striders, and they run faster than us. We are probably going to want to have this somewhere where it's a little bit more accessible, maybe. Maybe I'll use it more often. Other stuff might need to go there in the future, but for now we'll see how it works. Yeah, that's much better. Much better just to lay it down preemptively when you know you have an enemy like that can outrun you. There aren't many of them in the game, but there are a few.
Loktar.
Your spirit burns brighter than any torch I've ever seen, Rambles, and for that you should be proud. If you continue down this path, the elements will be yours to command, and our brethren will look to you for guidance and wisdom. Let me be the first to congratulate you and present to you your newest totem.
For the Horde.
There we go, guys. We did it. We got increased armor and stamina for an hour as well. Very cool. Okay, so do we have anything yet? We don't, oh, we have Searing Totem already. Yeah, we definitely are going to want to be throwing that down. Fire Nova Totem summons a Fire Nova Totem has 5 health. Unless it is destroyed within 4 seconds, the totem inflicts area damage. So it's going to hit everybody with fire damage within 10 yards. Searing Totem is going to target a specific enemy. It stays up for 30 seconds. Repeatedly attacks an enemy within 20 yards for 9 to 11 fire damage. This will aggro stuff if we leave it up and there are enemies nearby. It will start pulling on its own. So we have to kind of be careful about when we use it, I think. Alright, with that done, let's get down into the Crossroads. Trying to hold off on fighting too much more because I know we're going to get a bunch of quests to fight a lot of the creatures here. Skinning, we're going to have to maybe look at skilling that up next time we're in Orgrimmar by then. Everything else feels like it's okay. I'm probably not going to do fishing this run, guys. I'm going to do cooking. I know they can kind of work together. I just don't know if I can make myself stand there for the time it's going to take to level up the fishing. I don't know that I have enough to talk about. I like to talk, don't get me wrong. I just don't know if I have enough relevant topics to fill the time it would take for me to stand there and fish. And I don't think it would be fair or good content to just be like me silently fishing for the 15 minutes at a time that it takes to get it skilled up. So I think I'm going to do cooking, but I don't think we're going to do fishing this time. Maybe we'll do another character where all we do is where we don't cook, but we fish. We have like a fish-only diet. Something like that. So a character with a dietary restriction would be interesting. Like maybe you just can't eat meat. You can eat fish, breads, but you can't eat meat. That could be an interesting, just like a little character flaw that you have to work around a little bit. Doesn't add a lot of difficulty to the game, but it adds some texture.
What can I do for you?
Well, what do we have here? Has Cargill deemed me worthy of another recruit? Alright, Rambles, you want to earn your keep with the Horde? Well, there's plenty to do here, so listen close and do what you're told. I see that look in your eyes. Do not think I will tolerate any insolence. Thrall himself has declared the Horde females to be on equal footing with you men. Wow. I mean, I just assumed that. You have to explicitly tell us back in 2004. Your first prey will be easy. The Plainstriders to the east have been harassing our food supplies and have become a nuisance. Put down the Plainstriders and return to me with their beaks.
Strength.
I like how straightforward her quest is. She talked a lot and then her quest was really straightforward. Up here, I believe there's a quest. I don't know if we're at the level to pick it up yet. Let's head up here and see. Oh, there's a quest right here too.
What do you need?
Disrupt the attacks. All the Quillbar are our enemies, Rambles. Some just prove to be more of a nuisance than others. The Razormane tribe has been attacking our supply lines from Durotar, causing us no end of annoyance. I have scouts seeking the leaders of these raids, but until then, any losses you can inflict on the filthy pigmen would aid us. Start in the northeast towards Duratar. You can always tell their dens from the huge thorny vines that come up from the earth. Seek them out and slay them.
Go forth to victory.
And supplies for the Crossroads. We will find a container of supplies. There will be a named guy we have to kill too, and I think we might be able to get the items in the same place. I believe the guy up here has a harpy kill quest.
Speak.
The blasted harpies have been ravaging our caravan supplies for too long. It's time we slit a few of their throats and diminish their numbers. I've been snooping around their nest and figured out who leads who. The most devastating attack will destroy a good section of their lower chain of command, and then we can work our way to the top. I'll start you off slow. Take out Witchwing Harpies and Witchwing Rogue Feathers in the northwest and bring me 8 Witchwing Talons.
Strength.
So he wants us to kill them and bring Talons. Okay, can we jump from here and live? I think so. Let's come over here. The Tauren over here has a quest for the Forgotten Pools.
What brings you here?
Long ago, the Barrens was a lush place teeming with life, but war and cataclysm raged across the land, scorching it and leaving it a dry husk. Such is the way of things, and it saddens my heart. But within the past few years, new oases have formed in the Barrens and life stirs. And deep down we drew a sense of power leaking its way to the surface. We must find its source, travel to the Forgotten Pools northwest of the Crossroads, search its waters for a source of power, then return here.
Ancestors watch over you.
We should also remember to set our Hearthstone. It's going to be off cooldown in a little while. Probably not soon enough to use today, but...
Blood and
Raptor
thunder.
thieves. Not long ago, a shipment of silver was stolen from our guard tower. It was meant as payroll to the Crossroads guards, and we want that silver back. The strange thing is, we caught one of the thieves on the night of the theft, and it was a raptor. Unbelievable. I don't know what raptors would want with silver, but I don't care. I want the raptors dead, so they won't steal from us again.
For the Horde.
Fair enough.
I've been expecting you.
You've been expecting me. That's weird. We do have some stuff we have to sell. The Strider meat we're going to hold for now. I'm pretty sure we're going to get a recipe for it. And we should probably grab some more milk.
Be careful.
And can we do some cooking here? I think the answer must be yes. Yes, we can. Alright, there doesn't seem to be a cooking quest yet. Let's check.
Speak, friend.
We'll check some of the vendors and maybe see if anybody has a recipe. Maybe there's a butcher or something in here that could sell us something. Did we set our Hearthstone? We did not. We did not set the Hearthstone. I don't want to make that mistake today.
Looking for something special?
There we go. I'm looking for something really special. Yeah. Looking for a recipe to cook Strider meat. Trade supplies. Here we go. Strider stew. That's what I want.
Spirits be with
See, you don't need a guide. You just need to look around and find things on your own. It's more enjoyable that way. Okay, so what do we need to make this though? So we have the meat. We need shiny apples. I think we can just buy shiny apples. Because otherwise I'm not really sure where we get them. Shiny apples.
Stay away from the food.
We'll have to keep our eyes open for shiny apples at any of the vendors. Let's check the innkeep. Don't think he had any shiny apples, but I wasn't really looking.
I have just
He
the
does.
thing for
He
you.
has a ton. Alright. Now we can't eat these, but we can use them. In fact, I bought a bunch. I didn't need that many, but now we have them. So now we have them, we can just use them as we go. That was kind of the intention there. Very cool. Okay. Yep, that makes me pretty happy. Oh, and that was making 2 per cast, so we actually have 6 of those now. That's very nice. Alright, let's put that up here. Reorganize our inventory a little bit. I don't know if we need this lieutenant insignia anymore. I don't think that we do. I'm going to hold on to it for a little longer and just to make sure. Let's do some of our crafting here. If we get some more coarse thread, we can make more of these. The trade guy was over here. The only problem with making these is that since they're not green, we don't get to disenchant them, but I guess that's just something we have to deal with.
What you looking for?
Coarse thread.
Be seeing ya.
We're almost at 75, and then we'll have a couple more patterns we can learn. Alright, I believe this guy's quest is like a breadcrumb. Fungal spores is not, though. The oases of the Barrens hide a mystery. Life energy flows from their waters, invigorating the plants and beasts that drink it. Invigorating and altering. There is a mushroom that grows near these oases. Its spores hold properties that we, the apothecaries of Lordaeron, find useful. Bring these spores and you will earn our gratitude. And then the other one, Wharfmaster Dizzywig's actually ratchet. I don't know what I was thinking. I have need to send a crate of potions, reagents, and other items to my associates in the old world. Little time I have to actually see them to the dock at Ratchet, and the last caravan has already left. If you could, please take this to Wharfmaster Dizzywig. He will ensure that it is placed on the next boat to Blackwater Cove. Alright, not sure where Blackwater Cove is in reality, but apparently he thinks there's a boat going there. Any other quests? Any other vendors we need to talk to? Who's over here? We have bowyers, gunsmiths.
Strength.
Let's just see what some of the guys have as far as weapons and stuff like that.
Go with honor. What do you need?
Nothing from you.
Go forth to victory.
Alright, well, that's it. Guys, I think I'm going to take a break here. Next time, I think the first thing we'll do is we'll go out, we'll explore the Forgotten Pools. We have Plain Striders, Raptor Thieves, Fungal Spores. So that is the stuff that we will start off with next time, guys. Thank you all so much for being here. I am still having a great time. I love the hardcore run. I'm loving the server. Everything's been great. Thank you guys for being here for it and for all the support on the series. It truly does mean the world to me. So take care of yourselves out there in the real world and take care of each other. And we will see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.